Wet conditions have delayed the start of the fourth day of the second test match between West Indies and India in Jamaica. Now, the regional team has to get over 304 runs in order to have India bat again. Last evening, the Indians declared on 500 for 9 in their first innings in reply to the West Indies, who scored 196 all out. Ajinkya Rahane scored the second 100 of the match after Lokesh Rahul. Rostan Chase picked up 5 wickets for the regional team. And now play has started. Play started a short while ago in the West Indies' second innings. The score 6 for 1. Rajendra Chandraekar, the batsman, out bowled by Ishant Sharma for 1. And India will play 2 T20 international matches against West Indies in Florida later this month. BCCI President Anurag Thakur announced on Thursday after the board's working committee meeting in Mumbai. The matches will be played on August 27th and 28th at Central Broward Regional Park Stadium in Lauderhill. Officials from both boards had meetings in Florida last week to discuss the staging of the matches at the conclusion of India's ongoing 4-test series in the Caribbean. The ability to obtain US visas was the primary logistical hurdle before the boards, but this was cleared after the BCCI submitted documents for its intended T20 squad to the US Embassy in Jamaica, where the second test is currently being played. In a press release issued by the board, Thakur stated that the series would be developed into an annual event in the United States. This is C News Live at noon. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter and on Facebook at C News Live, or log on to our website at ctvtt.com. Last Thursday, gymnast Thema Williams, through her attorneys, officially filed a claim against the Trinidad and Tobago Gymnastics Federation, seeking over $11 million in damages. But for officials to be held liable for their actions is a really big deal in the sporting world. This according to CEO and editor of Wired 868, Lisana Liebert.
If the judge does rule in favor of Thema Williams, it'll certainly be groundbreaking for sport. That's something that this happens. Essentially, the case in itself is about, on Thema's side, the argument is that the officials didn't fulfill their responsibility to be fair to her and biased, and essentially they abused their power to send her alternate, Marissa Dick, to the Olympics instead of her.
With just a couple days left before the start of the Olympic Games, the gymnast will be wondering what could have been for her had she not gone through a well-documented denial of a chance to compete at the Games. Asked whether it would be possible for her to compete 4 years down the road, Mr. Liebert said it is possible for her to try again. But the 20-year-old gymnast has already given up so much just to represent her country.
Have the chance to go for this Olympics, because the training you would have for university gymnastics is different to international sport, you see. You would then be looking at her putting her scholarship on hold for another 4 years or so. You know, it'll be a huge ask of her to do. She'll be putting her life on hold again for that period of time.
Well, and that's a brief look at what's taking place in sport.